Hello, Jennifer. My name is Mike Davis. I'm a teaching pro in Southern California at a private club called Shady Canyon. First, I want to thank you for sending your swing in for the Golf Digest Challenge. And I'm going to let this go in slow motion a couple times. Jennifer, you got a nice golf swing. The one piece of information I don't have from your comments is what's troubling you, but I'm going to make a couple of comments here. First, we're going to start with, if I was giving you a lesson in person, first thing I like to do is start with the setup, and I'd like to define some nice lines you got going here. I think what you see is most better players, tour players, and accomplished amateurs. All I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this line right up the seam of your jeans there, and I'm going to stop at the knee, and then go up to the hip, and then trace your spine. And you know, most better players have their elbows, if not most of their arm, hanging right underneath them there, and get a nice kind of look like this. This is a comparison. I'm going to bring up, let's see, I'm going to bring up Ernie Els hitting a driver just because it's a very similar camera angle. I'm going to slide him over and draw the same exact lines just to show you that your setup is quite good. So we go up this way, and it's kind of a opaque color slack he's got on there. And you can see he has his arms a little bit more underneath his shoulders, but essentially it's the same kind of stick figure looking thing there. So your setup is quite good. Now I'm going to go back to your side and put this into play. Let me split that one more. Clear that up. And as we put this into play here, I'm going to go from one point to the next, and what I'm going to draw is what we call the plane tool. And what that does is that's the shaded area is basically from the top of the plane to the base of the plane, and the base of the plane would be, if I draw a red line here, I would call that the base of the plane, and if I drew a black line on the top here, I would call that the top of the plane. And if you're a real purist, swinging right on plane would be bisecting that in half. Typically goes through your elbows. So might be a little tricky. Looks like the camera angle might be more down the ball line, but this might look a little inside, but I'll do the best I can. And inside would be where the club is. And I'm thinking that it's mostly camera angle because your hands and your shaft and the club head all look in a line here. So I'm just going to kind of give you credit for what you're doing well. You got a nice full back swing. It might be a little long, but the club face is very square here. It's a little long, but it's still square. As we advance the video back down, tell you there's only one real concern that I see in your swing here, Jennifer, and I'm going to clean most of this up. As you start down, you don't want to start and spin your chest too fast because the club head is lagging behind. So at this point, if I were to draw a line through your shoulders, it's pointing over this way already, so your shoulders are already open to the ball, and the club is lagging behind a little bit too much, and this is my real concern. I'm going to zoom in on this here. You've got your left arm completely separated from your body, and there's this bowing of the wrist. I better change colors to do that. Bowing of the left wrist this way, which effectively opens the face. The club face is pointing over here out into no man's land right now. And even if you try to square it up, it's very much a timing issue, and sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't. So I would try, when you get to this point, I would try to move my hands back down in front of my chest first instead of spinning my whole body. Like I said, I don't know what kind of shot you're playing. You do have a nice golf swing, but this concerns me a little bit. So let me split the screen one more time. I'm just going to use Ernie Els. He does have a driver this time, an iron, but it doesn't matter. And you can see the difference coming into impact, the way his arms are here and his shoulders are still very square. And your shoulders are, this is his shoulders and this is your shoulders. So I just think you're a bit open with your body through impact. I know a lot has been said. I think it's a little, or is the body, how the body works during the swing. But I think if you spin your body first, the club won't catch up, and you either have to try to flip your hands through or just play a cut shot. So Jennifer, once again, thanks so much for sending your swing in. You do have a nice golf swing. I don't want to be too critical because like you got some good moves going on there. Here's some contact info for me if you feel compelled to make a comment. Thanks again for sending your swing in to the Golf Digest Challenge. Have a great summer and keep playing. Thanks a lot. Take care.